I quite often get people that will write to me or, contact me, and they are feeling scared, or they're in this, starting a new relationship, or they've just started a new job, and then they start worrying, like, is this right for me? And am I going to get hurt, or am I going to stay here? And it's all this trying to prepare the ego for having to feel emotions like maybe you're going to feel disappointed, or maybe you're going to feel rejected because things aren't going the way you want them to go. And it's kind of like, if that's happened in the past, if in the past you set out to do something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted, and you ended up feeling hurt, or you felt rejected, or you felt sad, what you're trying to do now is protect yourself from having to feel that again, rather than just accepting that there's nothing wrong with those feelings. If you feel hurt, there's nothing wrong with that. Just sit with that feeling of hurt. You don't have to get rid of it or heal it, or just sit with it. It's fine. If you feel disappointed, just sit with it. Because when you sit with it and you say, okay, I feel disappointed right now because something I wanted to happen didn't happen. Whenever I've done that and just said, yeah, that's disappointing, it leaves me. I don't dwell and dwell. If I don't sit there and say, get into the emotion of being disappointed. If I go over it and over, I wanted this to happen, I wanted this to happen, and I harp on it, it hangs around in my energy, and my energy starts getting lower and lower and lower. But when I sit there and say, yeah, that was disappointing, it didn't go my way, maybe it was not right for me, maybe it wasn't meant to happen yet, maybe it's coming later on. When I do that, it's within, 10, 15 minutes, it's gone. The disappointment's gone. I buy a lotto ticket every Saturday night to try and win lotto like everybody else. Do I win lotto? No. Do I feel disappointed when I tick off my numbers and I haven't won? Yes, for all of about 5 seconds. And then, do I buy another ticket next week? Yeah. So why would I buy another ticket next week if I was just going to be disappointed? Because there's something in there that's hope, isn't it? And it's the same with you with new relationships. Even though you've been hurt in the past and somebody has not turned out to be the person you wanted them to be, and the relationship didn't turn out, rather than cutting yourself off totally, there is something in you that has hope that there's still something out there for you. So, so you're going towards what you want, excuse me, you're going towards what you want, but then there's that other part of you that's coming back in saying, yeah, but what if I'm going to be disappointed again? So what? Like, don't focus on what if I'm going to be disappointed. Focus on the right now. What are you getting out of it? If you get too far ahead of yourself, if you're worrying about where is this going. And I think a lot of people don't want to put a lot of time and effort into a relationship if they knew it wasn't going to work out. And I have seen this many, many times, especially in a reading. As I've said to you before, it's very, very hard to predict how relationships will turn out because people have free will. The way you feel today, right now, can be totally different to the way you feel about somebody else in a month or a year or in 2 years. You can change the way you feel. So how do you know you're going to be exactly the same today and the person that you are with is going to be exactly the same? Or are you both going to change and grow together, or are you going to grow apart? You can't tell that because you don't know uh, what someone is willing to learn about themselves. So when you've got a new relationship or you're meeting someone new, and it's exciting, it feels exciting when someone new comes in because it's new energy. It's new energy coming into your space that's had the same energy there for quite some time. So you're welcoming this new energy. And then the ego starts going, but hang on, what if I invest a year of my time with this person and it doesn't work out? Have I wasted my time? No, there is value in everything. To spend a year with someone and then a relationship doesn't work out, to spend 6 years with someone, to spend 30 years with someone, it's in that process of being with them that you learn more about yourself, you grow, or they learn more about themselves and they grow. As I said, you're either growing together or one person can stay stagnant and not grow, and the other one grows and they grow apart. It's like you can't make somebody else change. You're only in control of yourself. And your higher self knows that there is something of value in that relationship. That's why you feel drawn to something or someone. That's why you feel like it's not always in your head like I think I should go in that direction. It's a feeling. Like people will write to me and they go, I have such a connection with somebody. Yes, that connection is your soul telling you there is something of benefit from that person. You're either going to be giving to that person or receiving from that person. You're either they're showing up in your life to teach you about your boundaries, to teach you confidence, to teach you how to see through people, to not be so trusting maybe. Whatever it is, they are teaching you. That's where the value is. But the ego doesn't see it like that. The ego goes straight to, I got hurt, my emotions got hurt, and then I trusted myself and I thought that was a good person. And it's the same, you can be the person that's trying to change them. If they are somebody who's very self-loathing, even though they come across as someone who's very confident on the outside, if on the inside they really don't like who they are and they don't want to face that about themselves, they will find somebody like you who's very empathetic and kind and caring and loving, and they admire that in you, but they also it can hurt them so much that you're successful to be like that and they can't feel like that, and they're either going to take the lessons from what you're sharing with them or they're going to try and destroy you. That's a lot what narcissists do. They are so envious of somebody who's got their life together, who's very mentally, emotionally mature, and they want to destroy that. They want to bring that person down to their level because they can't figure out how to get up there and they don't want to. That's the thing, they don't want to. So, I don't know, just to me, if I get disappointed or if I'll try something, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It wasn't meant for me. And as soon as I sort of look at it in that calm, casual way, it's gone. I'm not harboring it and not going over it for days on end. It's just gone. It's like I welcome the emotions that don't feel good. So if I had a bag here that said a box, sorry, if I had a box here that was full of happiness and a box here that was full of disappointment, which box are you going to take? Of course you're going to take the one that's full of happiness, aren't you? You're not going to go out looking for disappointment, but it happens. So if you treat the emotion of disappointment like the emotion of happiness, it's just saying it's just an emotion. It's just what I'm feeling right now. Right now, I'm disappointed. Things didn't go my way for reasons that I might not understand. There might be something further up. It may have going to be doing me what I thought I wanted, may have ended up damaging me in some way. It may have ended up putting me on a course that was not helping me live to my full potential. And I couldn't see that. I couldn't see that. So thank you. I always thank my guides when they put that brick wall there and don't let me go in that direction. because it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't going to be on my path. So I don't have to be disappointed. I just have to be thankful that I got shown that's not right for me yet. Not yet. It could come up later on. But the minute the minute you just say, "Look, I'm disappointed for this second. It's not right. I'm going to let that go. Move on." And don't be frightened to start new relationships. If you go into new relationships with these high expectations, like it has to be this way. I have visualized how it has to be, and it has to be this way. That's putting such a high expectation on it. Of course, you're going to get disappointed because you can't force things to happen. So just enjoy just being, and enjoy, just say, right, this is how I feel. It's okay. Like people's telling you, snap out of it. Or if you're feeling negative, they tell you to get positive. Like, why don't you embrace all emotions? Embrace them all. Okay, today I feel sad. I'm allowing myself to feel sad. I don't want to be around anybody today. That's perfectly fine. Tomorrow I'm going to be different. Just don't see it as being wrong, because then you do all that self-judgment on yourself and thinking that you're getting life wrong. You're just doing what the human body is here to do. The human body has all these emotions, and we are meant to feel them all and feel blessed that we get to feel them all. Because there's people out there that have blocked off so many of their emotions, they can't feel anymore. They are just numb. They're so scared. They live in so much fear, and they're so scared to feel disappointed in themselves, or judged, or unworthy. They're so scared to feel it that they just block off all emotions, and then they can't even feel love, and they can't even feel excitement. They can't feel anything. It's just a numb existence. And the thing is to embrace every emotion without fear. So just go and try something new without expectation and without fear, and too bad if you get disappointed. Was it right for you? That's it. Okay, I will talk to you soon.